right, this morning at 8:56 a.m. at Ebby's Auto Painting and Collision Repair, located on 2nd Street in York County, in the Williamsburg area, a white male entered the business armed with a handgun and fired several shots at one of the employees. This seems to be an incident that is a domestic relationship with one of the employees and the shooter. The person that was shot has been transported to the hospital. At one point, there was at least one hostage that was held for just a few minutes. I think that was just because of the confusion of the shooting. He was released fairly quickly. All of the other employees were able to get out of the building unharmed. So right now we have one shooting victim, and we do have the suspect who is currently barricaded in the business. We have had intermittent conversation trying to negotiate him surrendering himself, and we hope that we're successful at that as soon as practical.
Sheriff, do we know the condition of the person who was shot?
The last I heard, within the last 30 minutes, he was at a hospital alive. I do not know the condition, but he is alive.
Can you talk about, obviously, times on your side here? Talk about what you guys are doing. You mentioned intermittent contact. What else? Right. What else is going on behind the scenes that you can tell us?
We are exploring a lot of different options on how to best resolve this situation. We have used some varying techniques in an attempt to get him to surrender himself. Some of them have been somewhat successful, and it's been intermittent, back and forth.
You said that it was a situation. Did you say domestic? I mean, was it a disgruntled employee? A lot of people were saying that. What do you?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
A lot of people were saying it was a disgruntled employee. Do you guys know that? I mean,
no, it was not an ex-employee. The shooter came in and targeted a person who was an employee of Ebby's.
The victim is a male?
The victim is a male and an employee of Ebby's. And the suspect has nothing to do with Ebby's other than he knew the employee.
Have any law enforcement officers fired any shots?
No. No shots have been fired by law enforcement, only by the suspect when he initially shot the victim.
Do you know how many people were inside the business at the time?
I've heard numbers of at least 9 people were in the business at the time.
Did he just go in like the front entrance? Do you know?
As far as I do not know, but that's my assumption that he entered through the front door. But
so as of now, one victim at the hospital. You don't know the condition. No, he's alive.
That's what I knew as of 30 minutes ago.
Is there still a danger? I know Captain Ivy was telling people to shelter in place, and that are you still encouraging people to do that?
Yes, we are encouraging people to stay off of 2nd Street because the building is right on 2nd Street. There's a possibility of that should the suspect start shooting again, we don't know where those rounds would go, or should we have to return fire as well. So that's why we've closed the street off, and the street will remain closed until we get this under control.
How long has this been going on?
This started at 8:56 this morning, so it's going on 3.5 hours.
Yeah. And any other departments aside from yours that are out here assisting?
Oh yes, we've got a lot of people who are assisting us. Williamsburg Police, James City Police. We've got representatives from the FBI, the ATF, the state police are here with representatives. York Fire Department, Newport News Fire, James City Fire, because this is especially when we first got on scene, we had to determine were there additional victims, and we didn't know how many people were going to need to be transported. We don't know how long this is going to last, or it's very hot today. Are we going to have to, relieve people? So it could get to a point where, because of the temperature and the duration of this, we're going to have relief for our people and then relief for others who may relieve us. So everybody has offered assistance. Newport News Police, Hampton Police, anybody who is in the region has offered assistance to us. But as of right now, we're only into this 3.5 hours. We seem to have at least the logistics under control.
Has he asked for anything?
When people are barricaded, there's always some give and take, and we have tried to respond to his request as much as we could.
Can you say what the requests have been?
Not at this time. At the conclusion of this, we may be able to give you some more information about how this is unfolded, but this is on TV. I mean, sometimes even the suspect there may be a TV inside that he's going to watch it at 12 o'clock. So,
and I know it sounds obvious, but the goal here is to, I'm assuming, get him out without any more injury.
Oh yeah, that's our goal. We don't want to have anybody further injured. We want this to come to a successful conclusion where no one is injured, the suspect or any deputies or any other personnel.
Are you willing to wait and just sit and let this sort of play out for hours?
We are willing to do what it takes to successfully resolve this situation.
And again, the hostage, that was just a couple of minutes?
Yeah, there was some, I think it was more of, again, I'm kind of making an assumption here, so don't hold it to me, that when this unfolded, the hostage, let's call him, was kind of in a precarious situation, or could not easily escape. But after, very quickly, the suspect let the hostage go. So whether he intentionally was keeping this person or not, I don't know. I think it could have very well have been more the physical layout of the room they were in, and the other person just didn't have freedom to move out. I don't have any indication that he was keeping him hostage as some kind of as leverage to gain freedom or anything like that.
The hostage is okay, right? Not hurt.
Yeah, nobody else has been injured. Okay, well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you.